And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Extreme Production series. Okay, we've got the copper and iron unloads ready, and the said trains are ready and raring to go. So the pollution is dying down quite fast, much faster up here than it was down in copper because of, the copper is in a desert. And the desert just does not absorb a whole lot of pollution. So once these get going and start producing frequently, and the trains are running pretty much non-stop, we're gonna have an issue. Oh, it just barely covers all of that. I want another one of these just arbitrarily out here, just so I can have another laser. And the odds of them getting like perfectly through that little gap hopefully is nil. Because I want to make sure, because once this fires up again, we've got this little pack down here that really wants some fun. And little bits and pieces of biters. Oh, there's another little attack force. Well, I don't know about that. We don't really have a whole lot of super protection. I mean, there's protection down over here, but the big problem is they're all Mark 1s. So let's put some Mark 5s down and hope for the best. There. Yeah, the Mark 5s definitely do have a bigger radius. So yeah, we got this attack force. I don't know if pollution is going to make it out here. We've got trees, but going in this direction, yeah, there's a lot of potential. Plus, we want to get down here and clear out a bunch of this stuff. So before we bring the ores, let's figure out how we're going to do the actual job here. I need another one of these just so I'm covered. So we're going to dial this up, make sure that's straight up, and we're just going to stretch these out until that one right in the middle is good to go. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay, so now we're covered. I just wanted to get a little bit more coverage over here just in case. As I build this stuff, I want to make sure we are good to go. All right, so I really don't want to use the electronics assembly machines because they're so small. It's going to be really hard to pack enough around them to make it worthwhile. So I am going to plan on doing the standard 3-2 setup. However, 1, 2, 3. One change that I'm going to make is instead of normally I bring iron like up the middle, and I'm not going to do that this time because we're going to be doing these so fast. Pretty much this is the only setup that's going to be on this line. So anymore, and we're going to have separate lines for all of those. So these are going to be the circuits. These are going to be the copper cables. And then we're going to bring the iron in underneath, like so. And then these are going to get loaded in on the sides like that. Now I could really put that, I'm looking at this here, because these are all going to be stack inserters. These are going to be stack inserters. Pretty much all express stack inserters. These are going to be our outputs. Okay, so we don't have, I think, yeah, going to try to move these. We're going to try to move them into the inside here. Now, can we sneak a beacon? Oh, this is going to be crazy how fast this is going to be. Okay. So with this, copper cables themselves, I want to put just like 2 productivity in the copper cable itself. Just because there's going to be so much speed involved with the green circuits that I really want to make sure the copper cable can keep up. Now, the issue is speed. So everybody else gets speed. Again, this is extreme production, not productivity. So yeah, just raw speed going in to the green circuits. Now the supply to all of this is going to be 2 full iron belts and 2 full copper belts, because these are going to be processing so fast that there's no other way to do this. So essentially, if we really want, we could have, let's look at this for a second. Each one of these, I can output 6. Okay. So if each one of these is 2 of each kind, then that would mean that each warehouse can support 3 banks of this. That means total, I could have 30 of these setups right here. 30 of these. Now, where do we want to build them? I'm not sure. If we just go from the top down and just, you know, build them straight out like that, not sure how that would look. That would be interesting for sure. Because these are going to be pretty full coming out. I actually want to double these up, because they're going to output so fast. We're going to. Oh, I'm in mini map mode. I can't like that. So we're really going to try to push as much in there as possible. All right. 30 of these. That's a lot. Or I could offset them, and I could bring in material from underneath all of these and basically just offset them down like 1 and have another whole belt of material coming in offset. That's one option. Because if I stretch these out, that would be a lot of belt just to move the material to the assembly machine. I think first let's blueprint this. I want to just blueprint what I need. Actually, let's cancel that. I want a substation to power all of this. Just so I don't have to build those later. Okay. Did I have a blank blueprint? Yep. So all of that, plus the 72 raw speed modules and the 12 productivity modules, we are good to go. Create blueprint. Okay, so how best to do 30 of these? See, we could do this, only offset down 1. That would be like 15. That would be some gnarly belts, though, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so if we wanted offset this, so let's, that would mean I don't want the beacons that I've got in this setup to bleed into the other ones. So there's only I can only do this so fast. Speaking of which, I would like those to be there. I really want to make sure this is pulling from the side. This is pushing into the side. This is doing the same thing, only in the opposite way. Really want to make sure these end ones have plenty of time and plenty of resources. The beacons sort of hurt my ability to do that, but we're going to be able to move 10 at a time. I think that'll be pretty good. So with that, I'm going to shift clear that, and let's see if we can't do a little bit better of a job. Okay, so stretch that back far enough, and we're good like that. I want to leave myself some room, again because of those beacons, but also because I have to offset. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 here, and 1, 2, 3 here. So that's all offset like that. Let those build, and I'll finish this off in here. So we've got an underground from here to here. We need an underground. Let's line these up from here to here. Oh yeah, and this one doesn't. That one's gonna be kind of a pain. Okay. I really want to make sure these are tileable. Okay, so this is gonna come across. This is gonna come, yeah, this is gonna come in, and then underground underneath. So the outputs are matched up. Okay, so that's copper, and then iron, 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 copper, copper. Kind of works pretty well, doesn't it? Everything is good. Okay, and the same thing down here. I want to make sure all this stuff lines up. And the top one was just a straight up belt. Like so, and then this was coming across and out. I think it's safe to say that that's good there. Okay, just waiting on the modules. They're slowly going to be delivered. You can right click on this little icon and take that drive away. I'm glad the blueprints were able to save that location for those inserters. So these are the two outputs down here, and I'll route those however I need to. So if we want 15 of these setups, This is going to be a little crazy. We're going to right click, shift right click on that. So this whole thing, oh, I want this whole thing in here. Okay, and then this is for green circuits. Lots and lots of green circuits. So that's 2, 4. Is that 2 across? Yep, it's 2 split. So 6. 8. 10. 12. 14. 'I messed up in here somewhere. That's 16. 18. 20. 22. 24. 26. 28. Oh, almost to the top. Oh, this is going to be crazy, crazy amount of production. I need one more set. One more set. So I'm going to come down here and do it down here. There. That's 30. Exactly 30. That is a lot. That is a lot. What are we low on? Okay, we're low on things that are easy to craft so far. Not sure how many raw speeds we've got. We've actually got 3,000 of them in there. There's only 200 raw productivity. Not as many of those that we need than the other ones. So we're still producing purple circuits over here. Almost full. 4.9 thousand. I think it holds 5,000. Either that or it's half full. It's half full. Go figure. Oh, this is going to be so many of these. Okay, we need to start thinking about these here. And then these. I'm trying not to use bots for any of this stuff. I want to see just all the belt get just saturated. You know, a train arrives and suddenly there's, you know, 100,000 more iron coming through, and it all gets distributed and outspits another 160,000 green circuits in a matter of, you know, just a few seconds. It's essentially what this is going to come down to. So we have, you know, we have 2 copper, 2 iron, 2 iron, 2 copper, 2 copper, 2 iron, 2 iron, 2 copper, 2 copper, 2 iron, 2 iron, 2 copper. So other than this top, it's basically 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, just alternating. Which is okay. That's doable. Whoa, what? What? Where is this? Oh, you are a dead thing. Wow, they did some damage. I'm gonna need to go over there because I think they took out the radar. that was a, you know, some party to expand. What are we missing? Oh, that's fine. So everything's going to get repaired over here. Just a matter of time. I hope. Construction bots are on duty. Okay, well, Mr. Biter Base over here. Not sure who spit that attack out at me. But, here, meet Mr. Adam. There you go. Feeling better at the death. Ooh, that one tickled my my shields there a little bit. Got a little too close for comfort on that one. Get rid of all those rocks. All right. So I'm gonna toss in some uber special just to make sure. There we go. What am I low? Oh, still low on those. Oh, those are Mark 5s. Are the Mark 1s getting removed from my inventory, please? Military. Laser turret Mark 1. I want 0 of those, please. 0 of them. Oh, yeah, how about radar? See, the radar over here is gone. So I need to replace it. There we go. Now we are good to go. Back in action. Everybody's happy. Not sure why it didn't replace that. Not sure where that radar was to begin with. And there's a huge biter base right over here. Alright, well, trying to take care of these bases and they're starting to fight back. So I'm not sure. It might be time to move on to the MIRV. We're gonna need rockets for that though. So we've got the accumulators, that's for sure. We've got the rocket fuel, that's for darn sure. But low density, that's gonna require ample amounts of plastic. I hate that those things only stack to 10. I really don't understand that. But you know, take what you can get, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna work out some belt magic over here. I'm not sure if you guys want me to do that on camera or off. At this point, I'm gonna assume you want to see, you know, this process. This is quite the process. And then we'll have basically 30 belts of green circuits to fill up on. So yeah, fun times. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.